Okay, today's video, I'm going to discuss the Moonology deck. Help me out here. Somebody, anybody. It is an Oracle deck. It's got 44 cards. It's released by Hay House, Yasmin Bollard. I like the artist. I wouldn't mind checking out his Instagram. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, we're back. I checked out his Instagram. He's not, for an artist, he's not really all... I'm assuming it's a male. I could be wrong. I'll put up on the screen if I am. They're not very active on Instagram, which is quite unusual for an artist. You know, they've got they haven't got thousands and thousands of posts. They look like they work with ceramics as well, but the artistry for these cards are just beautiful. Like, I've never seen anything like this. You know, like when we look at this, it's just really nice. Now, this deck, I thought it would be really helpful for me to learn about the moon cycles, emotionally, physically, spiritually, but I don't think it will. I don't know. There's just something with this deck, and maybe because I'm used to, and let me know if you feel this way with this Oracle deck if you've got it. Maybe it's because I'm used to shuffling an Oracle deck and getting a message. But this Oracle deck, the Moonology, is very different because not only do you get a message, you're getting educated on the actual moon cycle or the star sign in the moon cycle. For example, you'll be getting educated on the North Node. So I'll put you there, North Node. So if you look at the guidebook, it tells you about the North Node. It tells you how to attune into it. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Would you say that's an affirmation? Possibly. It's got additional meanings for this card and the teaching. So this is where we're learning about the North Node. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karma point, and on the horoscope chart shows us where we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment and happiness. The North Node is a karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. So that's what I'm talking about. Is this more... I'm really struggling with this deck, and I've read people with it. Isn't it beautiful though, the artistry? I would love this as Prince. Wouldn't you love this as like Prince? Or even a beautiful altar cloth. Am I struggling with it because of it being very factual in the fact that a new moon means XYZ, where it's taking away my ability to use my intuition? Is this what I'm struggling with this Oracle deck? Am I struggling because, yeah, I feel that. Is it because I'm not used to reading an Oracle deck, and I just feel like I need to digest this deck a bit more? Like, let me know if you got this deck and whether you feel the same way. But that's what I'm sort of struggling with. So isn't this beautiful? Like, the artistry, like, that would be beautiful on a card. Geez, some people are talented, aren't they? They're so talented. So let's pull another card and let's see the message of the card. So, and I think too, I'm struggling with the guidebook and the way the guidebook's set up. So here we've got a time for healing. Balsamic moon. So the guidebook, pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. When one is healed, all are healed. So it's about self-care. Give yourself time. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's look into the guidebook a bit more while we're here. This deck was released, it's been around for a while, 2018. We would have seen this everywhere. It was a very popular deck. It is not in alphabetical order. This is what I struggle with. So you've got the new moon, the full moon, the special moon. I struggle with that because I think I read so much on lives that I'm used to looking at alphabetically in the book, so I have to use the index. So what these cards are for: creating your life, planning your life, predicting your life, blessing the cards, the wisdom of the moon, the phases of the moon. Like this, the phases of the moon, love this. New moon, clean slate, potential dreams, waxing crescent moon, goes through all the moons, working with the card. So there's 12 new moon cards, 12 full moon cards, and there's super moon cards. Working with the card spread. Now, I saw the creator of this deck say that the Celtic cross was put in this deck, but she said she doesn't believe it should be used in this manner. Interesting.
But just because you want your energy to be in the cards. So finally, can you do a Celtic cross with the Moonology cards? Well, you know what? You can. Would I? Probably not. Why? Because these cards weren't really designed for that. If you look in the booklet, it does explain about a Celtic cross, because I know a lot of people like to do them. I personally stick to the new moon spreads, the full moon spreads, the 1-card readings, the 3-card readings. But really, can you do a Celtic cross with them? Sure, why not?
So, wasn't it interesting? And then we've got the moon phase. So, yeah, I'd still like to know if you use this deck. I'm really struggling with it. I'm really struggling with using it as an oracle. Can't look beautiful. I really am. Like, do you use it as an altar thing? Would you put... That's the way I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, if there's a new moon eclipse, pull this card out, put it on an altar. Do you feel the energy? I feel like this is more of a deck that would help me learn more. So for instance, if there's a full moon in Taurus today, I'll put this card out, feel the energy, learn about the energy. You know, it will make my readings go deeper when I'm reading other people, like, and their astrological signs. So very interesting, don't you think? Like, it's interesting how that's beautiful, isn't it? The artistry in this is just, to be honest, that's what's really, really gravitating towards this deck, is the artistry. But as I said, I'm struggling with the usage of this deck. And this is the reverse. Standard Hay House. Now, I got this deck secondhand. Look at that. I will shuffle. No, I will shuffle. I will show you what she's done with the sides of this deck. It is beautiful. It's not something that I would do. I'm not one that would colour in my decks. But just the artist, I think it's just lovely. But yeah, what do you think about this deck? Now be careful if you're purchasing this. I've noticed watching a few other reviews, people complaining that there's no guidebook. There is no QR code for this. It has a guidebook. Buy it from Hay House. Buy it from a reputable seller. Ask before you buy. That, she's coloured it in like a purple. It's beautiful, but look, the colour's coming off on my hands. Can you see? Oh, maybe you can't see. Oh my God, I can't even move my hand around. Oh, okay, so that is the Moonology card. Let's read the reverse of the deck. Let's read the reverse. The reverse of the deck says, the energy of the moon has a formidable effect on our everyday life. Use these gorgeously illustrated oracle cards to tap into her ancient wisdom. And I'll put up on the screen a few of the artists from his Instagram, or their Instagram, her Instagram, his or her Instagram. I'll put it up on the screen here to give you an idea of their artistry. Her magical energy during each limation. The accompanying guidebook reveals how to interpret the cards and work with them to create, plan, and predict your life. Whenever you need to make an important decision, just pick a card and let the moon guide you. Yasmin Boland is an award-winning astrologer and best-selling author of Moonology and Astrology Made Easy. And Nyx Roland is a freelance artist who she's a female, who derives her artistic inspiration from wildlife, botany, space, and mythology. So that is the Moonology deck. Let me know what you think. I would be really interesting. It's interesting here. All right, this is a bit annoying actually. This is a big no-no for me. they've put the exact same on the reverse of this book, but they've omitted to put any information about the artist. I think that's a big no-no. No, no, no. What I do like about this guidebook is it does have the pictures. I'm a big fan of that. But let me know if you've got the Moonology card. I'd be really interested to know. Let the moon be your guide. And let me know what you think. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe where we talk tarot. This deck was in my top 10 neglected decks. I will put the video up now. If you choose to watch it, please do, and comment. It always helps the channel. Until next time.